Welcome, everybody. I'm Rappin' Reed, and thank you for joining me. We're here today to talk about the NBA 2024 playoffs. Y'all already know. On the phone with me, I got Nationwide Nardo,
Yo, yo.
3D,
Hello, everyone.
and A-Hub in the building.
What it do? What it do?
All right, y'all. The first ordeal of business today, 3D, you gave us some pics last video. How did we come out?
Well, we did just fine. I gave you guys Boston Celtics over the Miami Heat, minus the points, and Boston killed them. OKC, minus the points over the Pelicans. OKC killed them. I also gave, last but not least, the LA Lakers over the Denver, plus the 7.5 points, with the Lakers covered the points, but unfortunately, my Lakers lost 108 to 106.
But they covered the spread, so that means that you had a winning parlay, right?
Yes, sir.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Did y'all get your money on? All right, y'all. Now, speaking of the Lakers, 3, you're a Lakers fan, and since they lost, they are officially out of the playoffs. What do you think?
Well, unfortunately, the Lakers did lose, and I'm kind of disappointed, but it's always next year. I believe we'll bounce back and come back even stronger next year.
Man, oh man, oh man. Hey, Hub, I know you got some bashing to do, so I'm going to give you the flow to do your thing.
Well, I want to go back to it. 3D, Reed, and Nasty. Have you ever seen a dead body? And 3D said the ball gonna bounce and the Lakers' favorite. What a ball bounce to out of bounds? Bro. Like, Darvin Ham was just fired. I don't know if LeBron James had something to do with that. It's a disaster dealing with the Lakers, man. LeBron won in the bubble. What was that, 2020? Everybody saying that was a fluke. He's been put out every year since then. Do you think that was a fluke, 3D? No, I don't. I believe the Lakers really flat out won a legit title. Okay, with that being said, right, they won in 2020. He's been eliminated every year since then, and you've been a fan of the Lakers since the 1960s. The Lakers, with LeBron James, man, it's almost like he ruined their whole tradition of winning championships. Because when you talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, it's either win or it's a bust. So is LeBron messing up the Lakers or is he helping the Lakers? I'm going to be honest. I think they need to just get rid of LeBron. He's on the downhill. He at the end of his career. They kind of wasting years for the Los Angeles Lakers to sell out the seats dealing with LeBron James. That's just my input.
Man, one accolade that y'all are forgetting, the LA Lakers were the 2024 in-season tournament winners. What do you, Nationwide Nard, what do you think about that?
Hey, man, it's another one of those bubblegum championships, man. I think the 2020 championship was just a Disney championship. It was a bubblegum championship. It really shouldn't count. It is worse than the lockout year. I say that to say this. They invited the Phoenix Suns to come play in the bubble. They went 7-0, and they wasn't in the playoffs that year. In the bubble. It just didn't make any sense. So how could you give that team a championship when they didn't go through Phoenix and they didn't lose a game? Booker was putting up 63 points and 50 points every game, and then they can't even make it to the playoffs. Why would y'all even invite them there? They could have been at home with their families. They couldn't even contend for a championship. Man, the Lakers, man, he tarnishing their legacy, just like Hub said, man. And that's all I got to say about that.
Matt, 3, do you agree?
No, I don't.
For some reason, I figured you would say that. Do you think that LeBron, under the right circumstances, could lead the Lakers or even bring the Lakers to a championship?
Yes, I feel if the Lakers acquire a couple more youthful legs to run with LeBron and AD, I really believe the Lakers have a good chance to win a championship.
Me, I think that there's no way that they could just put together a team and win a championship. I think that they have to put together a team and at least give them a season or two to jail, and then they may be on to something, but who knows? We'll see. It'll be interesting to check it out. Now, speaking of getting put out of the NBA Finals this year, my team that I was rooting for, the LA Clippers, nationwide Nardo, what do you think about that game, about the Clippers getting put out?
Oh, man, it disappointed me so much, man, especially with Kawhi with these injuries, man. I've been a big fan of his since he got drafted to the Spurs, man, and he's no longer that superstar that I looked at him as. You know what I mean? I used to compare him his game. I thought he was trying to take some pages out of the Jordan legacy, but he's just getting washed up, man. I don't know what's going on with him and these injuries. He's just a role player at this point, man. He's giving the floor to Paul George, and I'm done with the Clippers, man. I ain't got no more kicking for them. They might just get broke up, just like the Lakers gonna get broke up.
So you don't think that they should give it another shot? You think they should just break it up and try something new?
Actually, I think they could. They don't really need much more. They just need everybody to play on the same accord. You got Zubac playing at the best he's ever played, man, and everybody ain't playing 60, 70 games. I don't know what it is. Just 3 years in a row in the playoffs, somebody's hurt. Either Kawhi and Paul George hurt, or Kawhi just hurt, or Paul George hurt. I'm tired of it. So if it's best for the team for them to just get broke up, then it might just be best. He should have never left Toronto, man. I think his career would have ended out a little bit better than what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3D. I think if LeBron was to go to the Clippers, and the Clippers were to draft his son, and they could play together, I think that the Clippers would be a great contender. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, you guys are selfish. You guys, no, for real. You guys discuss the Clippers as if the Clippers are the next champions of the world, and they have such a great team. But you hate on the Lakers when you have James Harden on the Clippers team, when you can't trust. You don't know what game he's going to come with tonight. Each and every game, you have Paul George never shows up in the playoffs. But yet you guys want to hate on the LA Lakers and LeBron James. But you have the Clippers with a team that on paper they're good, but James Harden, come on, leading the team, never took out the first round of a playoff. Then you got Paul George, who never shows up in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You guys fail to see that, though, huh?
Hey, man. Oh, go ahead, Nard. Nationwide Nardo, go ahead.
We definitely see that, but we never, ever mention James Harden. I mean, he's like the third option, which is a good third option, but he's definitely got to give us 15 to 20 points for us to go to the next round. But we didn't bring up too much. We didn't kill them as much as we killed LA, because LeBron's supposed to be the face of the league the last 20 years, man. He needs to just move over to the side, man. It's a young man's league, man. He's the oldest player in the league, man. Trying to worry about a championship, man.
Hey, man, your thoughts on all of this?
Man, very delusional on the other side of this phone.
Oh, man.
The Lakers have LeBron James, which is supposed to be the king of the league, and all this. You talking about Paul George and James. Ain't nobody even going to remember James Harden and Paul George compared to LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the Lakers are a bust. And ain't no way around that, 3D. They out of that, man. The Clippers are thriving and trying to be better than Los Angeles Lakers in this era. like I said, you a fan from the 60s, so of course Kareem, Magic, Will, all of them did their thing. But LeBron James tarnishing Kobe Bryant's legacy, Shaquille O'Neal legacy, playing with the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a waste of time, man, to be rooting for the Los Angeles Lakers at this moment. Okay, so I'm going to leave the Lakers alone. The Clippers got put out. Oh, my barber's $70, man. I'm mad. I'm so mad about that. Oh, my barber's $70. He on my head right now. So next time I see him, I got to pay for 3 haircuts. But anyway.
Well, one more thing I like to add before we move on.
Okay.
All I have to say about the Clippers and to you guys, y'all let James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George know, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, they both have extra fishing poles.
Yeah, they do. They do. But I want to go back to the Clippers. I'm like my boy Nasty Nard. I'm so disappointed in Kawhi Leonard, man. Like, anybody know if you have an injury, knees, ankles, anything, it's tough. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you can't play at 80% or better, you shouldn't be playing. You hurt your team. But the Clippers, Lou as a coach, I'm very disappointed in losing to Luka Doncic, which is a European player. And I'm not biased, I'm not racist, none of that. But how do you 3 brothers lose to a European player? I'm so disappointed, man, that the Dallas Mavericks came out and kicked their backside like that, man. I'm super disappointed, man.
Well, you got to give props where props is due. Dallas Mavericks did their thing. They took the series. It is what it is. I'm certainly disappointed because I'm a Clippers fan. I like the Clippers. I like James Harden. I like Paul George. They couldn't get it done. Maybe next year, fellas. We'll see what happens. We're going to move on and talk about Philly and the Knicks. Nationwide, Nardo, break this game down for us.
Oh, man. It was bad coaching, man, on the Phillies' behalf, man. That's the bottom line because, shit, you got Embiid playing hurt, man, giving it his all, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Embiid. I think he's an outstanding player, but I give him a lot of criticism from time to time, but he played his ass off, man. Playing hurt and playing with the cerebral palsy that he has, man, the adjustment should have been made, and it wasn't made. Thibodeau was just showing that he's a way better coach than Philly's Buttonholzer, whatever his name is. And Bronson really wanted it, man. He had 39 or better the last 4 games, and they got it done.
They did that, man. I love how the Knicks are playing, man. The Knicks are shining without a doubt. 3D, what do you think about Philly and the Knicks?
Well, I'm also a little disappointed in the coaching that Philadelphia 76ers coach Nick Holzer, not Butler nationwide. Nick Holzer, somebody his name is. But I'm disappointed in his coaching. And like nationwide Nardo, I also like to give him a big props because he played a hell of a series, even though he was really hurt. But he gave it all he had. And Tyrese Maxey, I really believe he cost him the last game. He didn't show up like he has been showing up. And I feel if Maxey would have showed up a little bit more than what he did the last game, the Knicks would still be trying to beat Philadelphia in Game 7.
Yep. A-Hub, what do you think?
I'm just be honest with you, man. I feel sorry for Embiid. Like I said in the last show, he really by himself. First of all, Tobias Harris needs to be traded. He's a bum. I'm talking about bum.
Man, not to interrupt you, but you said that last video, man. I like him, man. I just can't see why you think that he's just needs to be traded. I think he fit in there, and I think he's a good player. You disagree, though, huh?
Reed, he needed to be in the G League. He had 2 points in an elimination game. He had 2 points, man. That's unacceptable. And you get paid that amount. I'm scoring 2 points, man.
Right.
In any NBA game. If I play 30 minutes plus, I'm scoring 2 points right now at my age. Tobias Harris is a bum. I feel sorry for Embiid because he had to take all of the weight and put it on his shoulders. He's a big fella, I get, understand. But he got to do too much besides him and Maxey. The rest of their team, they bumps, man. And I'm going to just be real with you. The way Brunson them playing right now, man, I don't think Brunson them going to lose Indiana because they tougher than Indiana. Indiana got more offense
Yep.
in the New York Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But the New York Knicks are built for tough, man. That's just the bottom line.
Man, they are definitely doing their thing. All right, y'all. We're going to get into tonight's game. Before we get into that, 3D, was it you trying to say something?
Nope, I'm gonna add this is nationwide. I'm gonna add a little something. Sorry for that name mix up. It's Nick Nurse for one, and for two, I agree with Hub on that, man. Tobias Harris, man, give you 2 points in 29 minutes. That's 2 free throws, man. I'm going there and get fouled, man.
Man.
And not to mention, he's a max player, Reed.
Yeah.
Max money to go out and score 2 points in 30 minutes. $189 million for 5 years, man. Y'all let Jimmy Butler go for him, man. Okay, I see what we headed with this.
Man. Okay. We thank you. Now we'll get down to tonight's game. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Denver Nuggets. They play at 8:30 tonight on TNT and True TV. Nationwide Nardo, who wins this game 1 tonight?
I'm going to have to go with the Nuggets, man. The Nuggets, I can't remember the last time the Nuggets lost at home. It's been a long time, but these 2 teams are battle-tested, and it's going to be a very exciting game. I'm going to get my popcorn ready early, and I'm going to be tuned all the way in to be an exciting show. I think the series should go to 6 or 7 games, but I think Denver will win it. And should be a good game.
3D, who wins tonight?
Well, like Nationwide Nardo, I also will get my popcorn ready because it's going to be a very, very interesting game tonight and very exciting game as well. But I believe the Denver Nuggets also will take game 1, and I'm looking forward to this game being a 7-game series.
Hey, Hub, I was just going to ask you, does this series, is this a 7-game series?
Absolutely not. I'm taking it 5 or 6, and I want to jump on 3D because, of course, 3D going for Denver after Denver just smoked the Lakers. Of course he's going for Denver. And I'm going to be honest with you. If any sports fan understands, like Keith Gile, you got to go with coaching, man. I'm going with Michael Malone, which is the coach for the Denver Nuggets, and an experience of the defending champions. Denver Nuggets will win tonight, of course, because they had all. I didn't even know Denver was at home tonight. I thought Minnesota had a better record than them this year, but I guess I was fooled. But at the end of the day, Denver Nuggets will win tonight. The Denver Nuggets get home court advantage. That's the only reason why Minnesota in trouble. I thought Minnesota had the home court advantage, but they don't. So we're going with Denver with the experience and the talent, as in the Joker and Jamal Murray. Like I was just telling Nationwide Nardo a couple days ago, it's mismatch problems in this series. Anthony Edwards at the small forward and Karl Anthony Towns at the power. And you got Denver with the most crucial positions in sports. The point guard and the center. The point guard for Denver is Jamal Murray, and the center is Joker. So the Minnesota Timberwolves do not have a point guard and a center that can compete with them. They did, man. They did, period.
Nationwide Nardo, your response?
I agree wholeheartedly. I think point guard for the Minnesota, which is Conley, which has been doing great for years and years and years, which he's the fourth oldest player in the league. Against Murray, oh my God, barbecue, chicken, no grease. And Jokic against Gobert. Oh my God, he ain't gonna want to play. He gonna try to get in foul trouble early, so he can just sit on the bench. He don't want no smoke. No smoke. Yeah, they got mismatches too, but at least the mismatches they have are against 6'10" players. It's gonna be hard to shoot over them boys. They're gonna have to shoot longer shots. So at least they might be mismatches. At least they got wingspan where that's going to be beneficial on the defensive end. So like Hub said, man, I'm still giving them 6 games. I think they might stretch 2 of them out in Minnesota. So I'm gonna say it's 6 games.
Mm-hmm. 3D, anything you want to add?
Yes, I really believe the Denver Nuggets will win tonight, the first game. But I'm looking forward to Minnesota still in the game in Denver.
Okay. Well, there you have it. That game is tonight. Y'all check it out on TNT and True TV at 8:30. Tomorrow, Sunday, is the Cavs and the Magic. Ooh, I'm finna say Maverick. The Cavs and the Magic. That series is tied 3-3. Nationwide Nardo, I'm gonna give you the floor first. Who brings that one home?
I'm gonna stay true to my pick. My original pick was Orlando. I like the way Banchero, they've been giving him the flow. They got to keep doing that, and he just got to get a little bit more aggressive and try to play a little bit more defense. We got to stop Mitchell, and we can get it done in Cleveland.
Hey, Hub, who wins that game tomorrow? Who breaks the tie and moves on?
I'm with Nationwide, man. I'm gonna stay true to my pick. I'm going with the young guns, man. Orlando, they got to get the ball to Paolo. At the end of the day, Paolo single-handed won the last game against Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell had 30-plus points, but if them young boys get to clicking, they can't stop. Or the Orlando Magic, man. They winning. They winning the next game for sure.
3D.
Not so fast next year. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers will win tomorrow's game by double digits. The Cleveland Cavaliers are a good team at home. They play very well at home. And Donovan Mitchell will have an outstanding game, which he did last game as well. He went for 50 last game. He went for 50 at yesterday's game, but I believe he'll go for 50 again tomorrow.
Man, 3D.
He went for 50, 3D. He went for 50. I'm sorry to interrupt everybody. He went for 50 and lost. So I'm going to be honest with you, 3. Me and Nard on the phone, we got cash apps. We can bet you $10 a piece. I would bet 10.
I would love it.
Well, I'm not going to bet, but I will agree with 3D. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers take this one. I think they take it and they move on. Now, what I do want to mention is that the winner of this game, the Boston Celtics, are waiting in the wings to take on the winner. Man, that's going to be interesting. So y'all boys, get your bet on or do whatever y'all do. I'm staying out of the betting part of it, but I'm rooting for the Cavs. Now, we got Monday, and that game is the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. That's Monday. Nationwide Nardo, what do you think?
Game 1 will be played in New York. And Madison Square Garden, I think Bronson and them get it done game one, man. I think who really wins this game one should be the winner of this series. Like they're better coached with the Knicks, man. I can't say too much about their coach that I haven't already said. I think they'll settle into their offense. Them Villanova boys is hungry, man. Bronson, Hart, Evancenzo, they keep playing. They got a championship together in Villanova. So why they can't get one in the NBA and they all playing together with 4 years of experience? Come on, man. I'm rooting for them Villanova boys.
Yes, sir. 3D, before I get to you, I want to say that I like the Knicks. I think they're gonna get it done against the Pacers. Not only do I think they'll win tonight, I think they'll take the series. So 3D, your thoughts on the Pacers and the Knicks?
Well, like you guys, I also believe the Knicks will get the job done. I see the Knicks winning in 5 games. Indiana is a good offensive team. The Knicks are a decent offensive team, but the Knicks play defense, and we all know when you get defense in the playoffs, defense really matters. Defense counts. And I don't see the Pacers playing no bit of defense. So I'm going to take them in 5.
Take them in 5. Hey, Hub, man, what do you think about the Knicks and the Pacers?
Well, the Pacers are a young team. So we go back to the younger generation, which is up next, and they've been playing good ball. And to be honest with you, I'm taking Jalen Brunson, man.
Yep.
And
good
like
take.
y'all said, I'm taking Jalen Brunson and the Villanova boys to win this series. I don't know about winning no national championship, NBA championship, but they finna beat the Pacers Monday night. Ain't no way around it. In New York, with Tracy Morgan and Spike Lee and all of them in the building, Patrick Ewing, Carmelo Anthony, they ain't losing game. Ain't no way around it. And Indiana Pacers in trouble.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I think the New York Knicks again will win tonight, and I think they'll take the series. Now, the final game that we're going to talk about, game one between the Mavericks and the Thunder. That's Tuesday at 9:30 on TNT. Man, oh man, oh man. Nationwide Nardo, who takes this game?
Y'all might be surprised with what I got to say, but I got OKC in 5. I see Dallas squeaking one game out, but these young boys here, Jalen Williams and SGA, oh my God, they next. Forget next, they got now. Behind Boston, so they was the best in the West. Man, they for real, man. Their record really speak for it. They ain't the best on defense, but they putting up numbers, and they gonna make people compete. I don't think Dallas got nothing coming with them boys. They some real killers.
Yes, sir. 3D. Who wins the Mavericks in OKC? OKC is at home, by the way, y'all. Who wins, 3D?
Well, and if you guys can remember, I stated early on that OKC Thunder will represent the West in the championship. I believe OKC Thunder will come out the West. So you know I got to believe OKC Thunder is going to be Dallas Mavericks. And like Nationwide Nardo, I also see OKC winning in 5.
In 5, okay. Okay, y'all in agreement on that one. A-Hub, your thoughts?
OKC, young talented team coming up. OKC versus Dallas. So I'm thinking about this today, man. This on the fly. I'm thinking Kyrie thinking like, man, we got to go against these young pups. Can we beat them? OKC ain't gonna lose to Dallas. they gonna beat Dallas. They definitely gonna beat Dallas. They definitely gonna beat Dallas. But I'm gonna go to game 6, which is Dallas versus OKC. because Dallas do have a young core too. They're not old. So what the young core Dallas got is gonna create a diversion to get them to Game 6, but they ain't gonna be able to beat OKC because as nobody said nothing about OKC coach was the coach of the year. I don't know his name, but he did get the coach of the year this year. He went from 10th seed last year to the number 1 seed this year in the West. So OKC will win this series and they will win Game 1.
Yep. You are absolutely right about the OKC Mark Daigneault. I know I'm saying his name wrong, and I apologize to you, sir. But he is the coach of the year for this year. And since we're on that subject, there was a few more awards given out that we'll get to shortly, unless somebody else has anything else to say about that game. Nationwide Nard 3D.
Hope everything was covered.
Okay. We're going to move on to the OKC Thunder coach being coach of the year for the 2024 NBA season. Nationwide Nardo, your thoughts? Is he deserving?
Absolutely. Like Hub said, man, I didn't know he came from Tennessee last year. He came from Tennessee to all the way to the NBA first year coach to make it the number 1 team in the West. That's amazing. He deserves it. I don't see any other team that deserves it more other than maybe Boston, but their team was already well put together, you know what I mean? And he was an assistant coach before a regular coach, so he already had it already in the pocket. So yeah, OKC coach deserves it.
3D, your thoughts?
I agree. He's well deserving of the coach of the year. He done an excellent job. He did.
All right. Hey, Hub, anything else you want to add?
No, just bottom line, we're going to go back to what we just said. OKC not losing to Dallas. It's going to be a tough series. Game 6, OKC will beat them 4-2.
Yes, sir. I agree. All right, we're going to move on, y'all. I want to briefly speak about some of the awards that were given out in the NBA. Mike Conley from the Minnesota Timberwolves won the Twyman Stokes Teammate of the Year Award. Nationwide Nardo, your thoughts?
Oh man, he deserves it. He gives all his players all the props, man. He deserves a bigger award than that. He's been in the league for 20 years, and you never heard nothing bad about him and his reputation. He always took the back burner, man. He got his money in Memphis, and he deserves every accolade he gets.
That's all right. 3D.
Yes, Mike Conley has been in the league a long time. He's a very humble individual. You don't hear no static about him. He's a good teammate from what I hear and what I see on TV, rather. He is very deserving of the award.
That's all right. Hey, Hub, what do you think about Mike Conley?
Mike Conley is a great player. If anybody knows about sports, which we do, he played with Ohio State Buckeyes, and he was drafted with Greg Oden. And Greg Oden was a bust due to injuries. and Mike Conley, prevailed and did his thing. Mike Conley, a great guard. He's just a little bitty baby when it comes to a guard like Jamal Murray. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know how that matchup gonna go. There's no way Conley gonna be able to hold Jamal Murray. I like Conley. He got great game, but he don't stand a chance against Jamal Murray.
All right. Mike Conley, congratulations. Moving on, the Boston Celtics Executive of the Year Award, Boston Celtics received the Executive of the Year Award. Brad Stevens of the Boston Celtics. I'm tripping, y'all. Brad Stevens of the Boston Celtics received the Executive of the Year Award. And in my opinion, well deserved. I like the Boston Celtics. I think they're a well put together team. I think they're playing well. They're doing excellent in the playoffs. Nationwide Nardo, your thoughts on that award?
I believe he deserves it as well. Those pickups that he made was tremendous. A lot of people, I had a lot of friction with a lot of friends about getting rid of Marcus Smart and bringing in what's the other point guard name? I'm having a brain.
You mean Drew Holiday?
Yeah, they brought in Drew Holiday, and I thought that was excellent. I didn't want to get rid of the other guard that was there that they let go to Portland, but that ended up being a great decision to bring in Porzingis, and everybody's jealous. So that award looks like it's well deserving for them.
Okay, 3D.
Well, I believe Brad Stevens could have won the award the last 2-3 years. So he has
I agree.
a nice roster each year. Boston Celtics had a good roster last year as well, and the year before that. Brad Stevens also was a good coach. So a good coach has a good eye for talent. So he deserves it.
Yes, sir. A-Hub.
Yes, sir.
Brad Stevens won the Executive of the Year for the Boston Celtics. What are your thoughts on that?
Brad Stevens is Eric Spoelstra in my eyes, in my opinion. And Brad Stevens is great. He did a great job. Only thing I didn't like what Brad Stevens did is he didn't bring a true big man to Boston. And I believe that that's going to hurt Boston at the end. Tatum and Brown and White, they're doing a great job. But Porzingis is not a big man. He's big, but he don't compete. When you got a basketball team, you know down the road that you got to go against the Joker. So why wouldn't you have a big man to just try to contain the Joker, even though you can't stop him? It don't matter who you get. You understand what I'm saying? So as an executive, you need a big man. You have Xavier Tillman and Al Horford. Ain't no way they can contain the Joker. But Brad Stevens, to answer you guys' questions, he's been doing a great job, and he should have got that. He should have got that award.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Brad Stevens. Next up, A-Hub. I want your thoughts on this one first this time. Steph Curry from the Golden State Warriors got the Clutch Player of the Year award. What do you think about that?
Well, Stephen Curry should have got the Clutch Player of the Year. The Clutch Player of the Year is Steph Curry. Like, you don't even have to break that down.
Yeah.
You don't have to. At the end of the day, Steph Curry, man, I'm just gonna be real with you. You can put Steph Curry on any team we've been talking about today on this segment, and it'll take them over the top. Unfortunately, Curry didn't have any help this year, so they didn't make the playoffs. They made the play-in, they lost. But Steph Curry is an incredible player, and to be honest with you, he would be a clutch player on anybody's team due to his offense. His offense is unpredictable, as in Kyrie Irving. The offense is unpredictable, man. Like Mystical the Rapper, man. They good, man. They good. Well deserved, Steph Curry.
I agree, A-Hub. Steph Curry, well deserved. I like Steph Curry too, man. He can not only can he shoot, but he can score, period. And I like that in Steph Curry. Nationwide Nardo, your thoughts?
I'm in agreement with you guys. I believe Steph Curry is a wonderful talent that always gets it done. Don't take no nights off. He might have missed 5 games this year due to injuries or tiredness because he's carrying the load, man. But you can count on him to get you 30 just about every game, man. you can't even bet on his player props, man. That's just how fucked he is. That you really can't bet on his player props unless you're betting on steals or something like rebounds. You can't bet on his points or threes or anything because he's going to break it every night. I can add that is a regular season award. If they had to go with playoffs, I would have to give that to Murray. What he's doing in the clutch, get buzzer beaters and things of that nature, needs to be mentioned as well. But, yeah, Steph Curry deserves that award.
3D, what do you think, homeboy?
Well, when we say clutch player, we're talking about a bucket or two as well. And Steph Curry, as we all know, he's a walking bucket. So I would rather have the ball than Steph Curry, man, than anybody in the NBA to give me that bucket. So I believe he also is well deserving of the award. Because he is a very, I'm sure, clutch player.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, this next award was given out, and this is probably one that I'm very proud of. My homeboy Tyrese Maxey from the Philadelphia 76ers. He got the Most Improved Player award. 3D, do you like Tyrese Maxey with the Most Improved Player award?
I love Tyreek Maxey as a player. He's a very, very good young player. I've been following him for years, and I like his game. And each year, he has shown me that he can step up to the plate. Unfortunately, the last game, he didn't have the game like he normally kind of has, and it kind of hurt Philadelphia. But I believe that Maxey has improved each and every year. Yes, he deserves it.
Right on. Hey, Hub, your thoughts on Tyrese Maxey?
Tyrese Maxey, like I said, I feel sorry for Embiid because Embiid only has Maxey. You know, Maxey is a great player. He turned into a superstar versus an all-star. Tyrese Maxey, man, he's a good player. Come from Kentucky. He's great. He good, man. He a young pup. And if you let a dog off a leash, he gonna do his thing. And Philadelphia is letting Tyrese Maxey off the chain. And he's doing what he do. He balling.
Yes, sir.
For Philadelphia, that's it.
Yes, sir. Nationwide Nardo.
I agree with all of you guys. And that concept of just brought up a dog off a leash was a good example. When Embiid got hurt the first time, he stepped up to the plate. He proved his worthiness. He got, and he was humble about it. That's what I love about a player, man. They don't get nobody no backlash. You don't hear about things in the press. He just goes out there and play humbly and can give you 30 on any given night. He's up next, man. He's really him and Bronson. They showed their worth this year, man. I think he deserves every bit of fame he's getting right now. And a max contract is coming his way.
Yep, I hope so. Tyrese Maxey, congratulations. The next award that was given out was Naz Reid of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Sixth Man of the Year. Nationwide Nardo, what do you think about Naz Reid?
I think he deserves it. He's a very polished player, and he thinks defense first. I love players like that, man. When you think defense first, you're always gonna prosper. So I think he deserves it. I think if I had to give somebody else that award, it probably would be maybe Anunoby, but he bounced from team to team, so that kind of hurt his statistics and people getting a chance to view him as well as they did. But yeah, Nazir Reid deserves it, and he's going to show guys. A lot of people ain't get to see him play that much because he's on the Timberwolves, and they didn't have that many games televised. But I know people are going to tune into this this conference matchup, and they'll get to see a little bit more of Nazir Reid.
3D, your thoughts on Naz Reid?
Yes, when you watch him play, you can see each and every game that he gives his all. He goes out. He want to shut your toughest, your baddest offensive player on your team down. He goes out and he shuts the other offensive players down. He does a very good job on defense.
Okay. Nas Reed so far is well deserving. A-Hub?
Man, I agree, man. He be killing the Warriors when they play the Warriors. I'm a Warriors fan. I'm being biased. I want to just be honest. I'm being biased. Man, he be killing the Warriors, man. But to be honest with you, man, he's a great player. I don't know if he deserved the Sixth Man of the Year with a couple more people that competed and was up there in the Sixth Man of the Year. But Nas Reed, he's a good player, man. He's a good player. And like I said, I don't like him, man. He killed the Warriors, man. He almost averaged 25 to 30 points against the Golden State Warriors, man. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I don't like him. That's my biased opinion. But he definitely deserved the Sixth Man of the Year.
All right. Congratulations. Next up, Alex Caruso from the Chicago Bulls won the Hustle Award. Nationwide Nardo, do you like him winning that award?
I would say no. Because I don't remember him playing 65. I thought in order to win these awards, you had to play at least 65 games or something like that. I know he missed a ton of games. I like his hustle and all of that. I really like his hustle. I didn't get to see much of him play for the Bulls this year, but I don't think he deserved that award. I give it to shit. If we're gonna give that type of award out, I'm gonna give it to Bronson or Maxey. It's a bunch of names I can throw out there for hustle, man. Before I put in Alex Caruso, he ain't even a starter, man.
Wow.
Give him the hustle award. There's a lot of people out there hustling, bustling, and playing a hell of a defense, man. Before I give it to Alex Caruso, so I don't think he deserves it. But hey, I guess he never won an award in his life, so they got to give him something.
Yes, sir. 3D, what you think?
Well, I'm a little biased, so I believe Caruso deserves it because he comes from the Lakers family. He was on my team, who my Lakers team. I had to, tip my hat to him.
Okay. A-Hub?
He goes 3, talking about he biased. Anybody put on a Lakers uniform, 3D rooting for him. I ain't rooting for Alex Caruso. I'm like Nard. I don't think he played the league minimum of 65 games, whatever they call it. It's a new statistic that you got to play a certain amount of games to win an award. I don't think he played the amount of games to win that award. And to be honest with you, are we talking about the Bulls on any of these segments?
We can. You got the floor. You can talk about whatever you want.
Well, I'm saying that to say this. The Bulls ain't in none of our segments. Why are we talking about Alex Caruso? Wow, he shouldn't have got it.
Wow. There you have it. All right, y'all. We're going to wrap this thing up. I want to give the WNBA a little honorable mention. The preseason has started, and we will cover some of those games upcoming later on in the season. With that being said, 3D, I know you got some picks for us. Let us have them.
Yes. Tonight's game, Denver Nuggets and Minnesota Timberwolves. I believe you can lay the points with Denver. I think it's 4.5. I like the Denver Nuggets minus those 4.5. And also tomorrow's game, I love the Cleveland Cavaliers minus the points, whatever the point spread is. I believe the Cavaliers are going to win in double digits. And on my last pick, I know it's out the norm. We don't discuss it, but I want to throw a little hockey game in there tonight. a playoff hockey game. I think Boston Bruins will win today and take the series over the Maple Leafs. So you can take just an extra bonus. Take Boston Bruins tonight, money line, as well as Denver Nuggets minus the points tonight. And tomorrow game, you have to wait a day. You put in a parlay with Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow.
All right, there you have it. Those are the picks. I want to thank all of you gentlemen for joining us. Nationwide Nardo, 3D, A-Hub, you fellas got something to say before we sign off?
Nope, y'all just have a wonderful day, and thank you all for tuning in.
I definitely got something to say. In the building. 3D, I liked your picks, but if you're going to go with Cleveland or the Magic, take them with the points. I think Cleveland going to need, I don't know the spread. I haven't watched the spread. But Cleveland ain't going to just win heads up 3. So we don't want the people to lose their money. So,
well, me and you have a $2 cash out bet, right?
we got a cash app bet on, tomorrow. Yep, absolutely. And that's a head up bet. I'm taking Orlando. You're correct.
And I'm thinking the Magic, the Cavaliers. So you would lose your money while you trying to protect the people's money.
Okay, well, I'll be honest with you, right? Cleveland ain't winning tomorrow if you don't take them plus some points. That's all.
Well, let's see who's right and who's wrong. I got $10 more on cash app.
Say it one more time.
Tell me what I said, Mr. Reed.
He said he has 10 more on Cash App that he would be more than willing to wager.
Well, 3D Senior Citizen Day is on Tuesday. I got kids over here. I'm only bet you a hot tea.
Well, good luck.
There we have it. We have it. We have it. They gonna bet. I hope they don't get us indicted making those bets on this video. But hey, we want to thank y'all for joining us. And we want to remind y'all to like the video, subscribe to the channel, help us out. Peace.